Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing? I'm out for a walk here. See me. I'm using the new DJI Osmo 360. Very nice camera. This is the first time I've had to actually go out with it. It turned up, I ordered it on day of release, came the next day, but came quite late on. So I was busy doing things, and the next 4 days I've been at work. So it's the first time I've had to actually be out with it. So, got it connected up to the Mic 2 Mini. So hopefully the sound is okay. You know, it's a little bit breezy. It's one thing I've noticed is that the screen goes off when you're in selfie mode. So let's have a look. I'm just keeping an eye out because there's loads of e-bikes around here and I don't want one hurtling up on us. Right, there we go. Right, so yeah, so this is on selfie mode, so I can move it about and it tracks where I'm going. Which is good. Don't have to worry about keep myself in frame. Now, I've seen so many videos for this. I'm trying not to cut my head off. I've seen so many videos for this camera, which are like DJI Osmo 360 versus the Insta360 X5 or versus the DJI Action 5 Pro. There's so many of them. I don't have an X5. I don't care what the quality is compared to the X5. I've got the DJI. I'm not bothered. And I've got the Action 5 Pro. Not bothered. Two different cameras. This is a 360. Action 5 Pro is not. I don't see what the point is. They both do two different things, even though technically I think they're both classed as an action camera to a certain extent. There's a lot of things I wouldn't do with this 360 because of the non-replaceable lenses. In them cases I would definitely pick up the Action 5 before this. Tell you what, let's nip over into 360 view. Yes, so what I was saying. Yeah, so if I wanted the Action 5, I'd use the Action 5, but I want panoramic 360, so I'll use this. And I wish people would just do, this is what the 360 does, and show you the sort of things that you can do with it to help other people out. Don't just copy each other and do this. X5 versus 360. So many of them. YouTube's flooded with them at the moment. Well, yeah, so here we are. It is quite bright, a few clouds in the sky. One thing I will say about this camera is it gets heavy on the end of a pole. I can already feel it in my wrist. See if there's anywhere I can explore. Let's have a look in here. Never been in here before. This doesn't look dodgy at all. Yeah, obviously I have little camps in here. I'm keeping a close eye out in case somebody is actually here. Be careful, I'm not standing on any syringes or anything like that as well. Yeah, there's the shopping trolleys and bags of different stuff and cans, bottles. Yeah, definitely have to be careful where I'm standing. So this is quite, as you can see, it's quite covered, the trees. It's, so hopefully this will show what it's like going from light into quite dull areas. And we'll go back out into the sunshine. No idea what that is. Looks like a window frame from a bus or something. Yeah, so all I've had to try with this so far is using it in my garden, just doing like silly little shots just to get used to how to position it, how to do the editing, keyframes, things like that. So far, I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact that no matter where I point it, in post editing, I can change the angle. It's completely different to editing any other camper that I've had. Different ball game altogether. So, hey, what I'm going to do is sit on a normal seat. Let's go across and have a sit down and maybe a little chat. So anybody that's not seen it properly, this is actually what me and Dinny sit on when we come for walks around here. You can see the odd bottle and everything there. This was a full concrete tube, but over the years it's just degraded. But again, occasionally you will find all sorts of weird things. Don't know if you can see that fly on there. Oh, just flew off. Yeah, it's get a little gasoline canisters and all sorts here, so got to be careful where we're standing. But this is our stop where we used to stand, sit for COVID, do an hour, 1 hour walk. So, right, okay, right. It's a little bit breezy, but I tell you what, that breeze is nice. It's quite a warmish day, not hot, but just warmish. So that breeze is nice and refreshing. I know I've got a can of pop in here somewhere. What we're going to get? Coke. No, I tell you what, I'm going to get this because I've had this in my bag for days and I've been down to try it. Freeway Tropical Crush, I believe, from Lidl. 6 cans, but somebody in the household decided to drink 5 of them, so I made sure I grabbed the last one. Oh, it's actually quite nice. Yeah, so 360, obviously, you're looking at me here. More's a pity, I'm sure you're saying. But in post-edit, I can turn around, you can be looking at the fields, looking at the sky, looking across at the path, across there, all sorts. Really, really good. So I've got panoramic, can take panoramic photos as well, which I may do one. There's a guy just walking past. May do one selfie mode. Right. I think he realised what I was doing. It's like, don't give a smile and just wait. Yeah, so I've got selfie mode. I can't remember the actual functions. Bear with us. I'm going to have to read this. So, right. Totally unprepared. Right, so the 360 does up to 8K video. You got 1080p, I believe 2K, 4K, 6K and 8K. I'm not sure if there's 5K in there somewhere. Not been that deep into the settings there. You can do up to 120 megapixel photos. 360 photos with 120 megapixels. That'll be absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to try that. Single lens mode, so it can use it as like a vlogging camera. But that, unlike selfie mode, you've got to keep yourself in the frame, whereas selfie mode tracks you more or less and keeps you in the frame because it's a square 1.1 something sensor on it. So it keeps you in the frame, it just like moves it about, so it keeps you in the frame. It's really good. Boost video mode. It provides an even wider field of view, up to 4K at 120 frames per second. That is really good. I'm looking forward to trying that as well. Horizon steady, which is a good thing, especially if you're walking about. Keep everything nice and level. Rock steady 3. Obviously, that's your stabilization. Rock steady. Gyro frame. Now I saw this, but I don't know what it is. Allows users to adjust the 360 composition using motion control in the app. Oh, right, okay. So you can control where it's looking in the app by the sounds of it. Intelligent tracking. You can track people, vehicles, pets, etc. in the Mimo app. When I was editing my little clip before, Costa, our cat, was in the garden. And even though I had this on a massive pole, so high I could actually see onto the roof. But because it was so long, the pole, I dread to think, because I had this pole, which is about 1.5 meters long, plus the 3 meters, so you're looking at 4.5 meters in there. And by the camera at the end was like shaking like that. That was the only thing about it. It was emphasising obviously the shaking in your hand. It was like, by the time it gets to the end, it's amplified. But I got it close to Costa, who was just chilling out on the path, and I tried out the tracking with that, so like when the camera moved, it stayed on him. I'm going to need a bit more practice on that because I couldn't quite figure it out just in the short time I was doing it. So I will try it, but it looks really good. And I believe while you're actually recording, you can do it as well. I was doing that in post-edit, the tracking, but I believe you can do it in recording as well, so it keeps you in the frame. Osmo audio, obviously, yeah, can connect here to the mic. I've the DJI mic mini, DJI mic, Also, you can connect headphones as well. There's a setting on the camera for connecting Bluetooth headphones. It's got a built-in mic. I tried the mic the other day, and it is actually really, really good quality. So that's decent. And it's Wi-Fi 6.0 and USB 3.1 for faster speed and efficient workflow, apparently. So yes. 10-bit D-Log, 10-bit and D-Log M. So you can record your videos in higher, what's the word? Well, higher quality, pretty much. And D-Log, where it gives you like a flat picture, a bit like a raw picture, and you can put your own LUTs and colour grading on it yourself. 8K, 4K, 3K, Osmo, magnetic quick release. Yeah, it's got the quick release mount system, which I'm actually really enjoying. Been using them since I got the Action 5, and I tell you what, it does not clamp onto the bottom of the camera. I had one with this, but I don't. But it's like a little clamp, like 2 triggers on the end. There's different. Yeah, there's only one on this camera. I know on the Action 5 you've got it on the bottom and side, I believe, and you can get cases with different mounting positions on. But really, really good. And this one that comes with this camera's actually got a pivot on it, like a lockable pivot, so that's good. Obviously direct mic connection. Now it does come in quite a few different combinations. Because I've already got the batteries, it's the same batteries it uses with the Action 5. I didn't buy the adventure pack. I've got plenty of monopods and selfie sticks and things like that. So yeah, that's all I did. So I saved myself about £150 on them. So I didn't get extra batteries or the selfie stick. I just bought the basic package. Does absolutely fine. I don't need the selfie stick, although I don't know how better quality they are, how heavy they are, but obviously the longer they go, the heavier they get. So don't know what else there is to tell you apart from I'm going to try this out. I'm looking forward to trying different scenarios with this camera. I tried it in the car the other day, actually having it out at the side of the car, and that was quite interesting, seeing a different angle, because obviously the camera, when it's in panoramic, cuts out the selfie stick. As 360 used to say, it's the 360, they call it Invisa stick. It makes the stick disappear, like because of where the stitching is on the two lenses. So I tried that, and it looked quite good. I always find though, like with things when people were doing these invisible stick things, it looks weird because the hands, like it looks like it should be holding something, but you can't see it on the camera. And that's a little wasp there nearly went into the lens. So that's the only thing. People look just weird. They're holding the hand in weird angles, weird nothing there. But yeah, next it's like, let's get some sample shots and see how it goes. One thing I will say, some people have been mentioning about this camera overheating. Somebody said they recorded a guitarist at a bar or something, and they got it 6 minutes in, they cut off or something. I've just done a 10-minute clip there, and it hasn't cut off. I'm outside. Yeah, there is a bit of a breeze, but I'm in direct sunlight. The back of the camera is warm, but not hot. And I'm not getting any warning messages for overheating, anything like that. So, yeah. I know the original Action camera that I had, the OG Action, that had an overheating problem, and DJI put out a firmware update which gave you it put an option inside, and I believe, and you could turn on and off like heat protection or something like that, and I never had any problems after that. So maybe they might do something with this if that many people are complaining about it. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get going. Let's get some sample shots there. Well, I tell you one thing, it's lovely. I hope you can hear me over the breeze. I don't have a wind muff on the mic, so, but it's lovely just walking through here. Then I've got the sound of the road next to me, big dual carriageway, but apart from that, it's lovely. Fresh air, more or less. Getting out in the open, can't beat it. Cannot beat it. Yeah. The wood pigeon agrees with me. Yes, like I say, it gets a bit heavy after a while, this camera, but you know, I'm not planning walking miles with it just as it is. So far, I'm definitely happy with my purchase. A lot of people have got grumbles about it. Fair enough, you know, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I am more than happy with this because so much more versatility, opens up new avenues, you know, like ideas and things like that for different shots, make things more interesting. You can also, one thing I didn't mention, you can also flatten down the image, or as DJI call it, de-warp. So rather than the fisheye, it flattens it down to like a flat image. Let's see if I can get up here. Yeah, so it's, and the final thing I think actually will be better. I'm not a massive lover of fisheye effects. They have the time and the place, you know. Oh, this wading through long grass here. I'm gonna walk all the way up this hill. I'm trying to think if it's going to be easier just walking through the one through. Yeah, no, this isn't much better actually. Whoa. Nettles. Yeah, so this will get a few steps in for the day. Get me a bit of fresh air and sort of chill out after 4 night shifts. It's just lovely just to get out in the open and unwind, you know, just breathe. One thing I've noticed the last couple of videos I've been editing, watching back, I don't really notice it myself. It's when I watch the playback. My breathing is shocking. It's ever since getting COVID a few years back and having long COVID, I still get out of breath quite easy. It takes a little bit once I've stopped to recover and get my breath back. But I know there's going to be loads of people out there going, didn't exist. Certainly did for me. Actually, I think I might sit here. What a lovely place. Just under the tree, on that little mound. As long as I don't get eaten to bits by ants. Yeah, let's sit here. Right, so we're on the move again. You can see where I'm going. It's nice just going through there. Loads of blackberry bushes on the side of me here. Good job I got my jeans on. There's none of them big enough to eat. Which is a shame. Would have been nice. There's one or two, but a lot of them they're just tiny. Alright. Nearly at the end of the path now. Over nettles. Right, I'll get going for now. So, I'm back home. I've just done dishes and candid a tray and all sorts of things, you know. I need to have a rest now. Sweat is running off us. So, anyway. So that's the DJI Osmo 360. Hope you like what you see. Give some other sort of angles. I have no idea what that is beating. It's the cougar screaming at us. Yeah, so I hope you like what you see. It's good. I'm still learning it. There's probably loads of things I haven't covered in this, but yeah. Going to be handy going forward. Anyway, I'll get going. Take care, everybody, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. So look after yourselves. Bye bye.